Hi, this is Gizzard Gary, and today we're going to take a look at the Taurus G2S. Now the G2S is a single stack striker fired handgun with a 7-round plus 1 capacity. Barrel length 3.2 inches with a fixed front sight and adjustable rear sight, as you can see here. You can see it right now being compared to my PT111 G2, which is very similar to the G2C that is out now. The width of both is 1.1 inches and height is 4.8 inches, exactly the same as G2C or PT111 G2. If you take the two slides and compare them, they are the same size, and I have seen videos where you can remove the slide off one and place on the other. They will fit. So the width of the top of the gun is identical. You can see the same captured recoil spring. The barrel is a similar design, although it's got a little bit of a concave on the bottom of the G2S barrel. Here's the magazines in comparison. 7-round magazine on the G2S, a 12-round magazine on the PT111 G2, which would also be the G2C now. The takedown of the G2S is fairly similar to that of a Glock. You basically have to pull the slide back slightly, and you're going to push down on these two slide releases, and at the same time pull the trigger, which allows you to slide the slide off. Reassembly, very simple. You line it up, slide it back, and on. Trigger pull, a little bit of a take up on it, fairly clean break. Reset, right here. So this is from the first trip to the range I took with it. I didn't have a chance to do any live recording because there were people in the range. But here's my first target. First 50 rounds at the chest, the second 50 rounds at the head, a little bit off and to the left and low. And then this is the second group of 100, 50 to the chest, 50 to the head. Almost identical placement, so not the best in the world, but certainly fairly decent. You can see she was dirty after I got done, and I had some cleaning to do afterwards, but here it's all cleaned up and ready for an Every Second Matters post on Instagram. Okay, so my final thoughts on the G2S here. Had no problems with it at the range, a perfectly serviceable gun. Now, when I compare this to the G2S or the PT111 G2, I've got to ask the question, you've got 7-round capacity versus 12. Is it worth that for what little you're gaining on the width of the grip? That's going to be up to you. It's going to be slightly lighter and only slightly narrower at the bottom of the grip. Other than that, you're giving up 5 rounds capacity. But if this works out for you, then I'd say go for it. Gizzard Gary. We'll talk to you later. Thanks to Rich White, the gun-toting pacifist, Jason Stewart, Glimtech Arms, Ruben Rivera Jr., James T. Seckinger Jr., Seven Wonders, Buck Stanley, Jeffrey Flores, and all my supporters on Patreon.com. I couldn't do this without you all. Thank you very much.